Imagine finding your dream home. Perfect location, ideal size, everything you ever wanted. But there's a catch. Moving to this new home would double your monthly mortgage payment due to our unique economic conditions. This financial barrier, known as the lock-in effect, traps many homeowners today. Understanding this phenomenon is crucial for addressing the home affordability crisis and solving your housing needs in the coming months and years. It explains why fewer homes are available for sale, why finding your next perfect home is so challenging, and how the U.S. response to the COVID pandemic continues to impact the housing market, affecting job relocations and retirement plans. I will cover 3 scenarios in this video. One will fit your situation exactly during your next move. By understanding the lock-in effect, you'll gain insights into current housing market dynamics, be better informed to evaluate political candidates who can influence the housing market, and be better equipped to navigate your own housing decisions. The lock-in effect describes a situation where homeowners feel stuck in their current homes due to financial disincentives caused by rising home prices and elevated mortgage interest rates. This happens when the cost of refinancing or buying a new home becomes prohibitively high compared to their existing mortgage terms. Homeowners who secured mortgages at lower interest rates are hesitant to move because new mortgage rates are significantly higher. The increased monthly payments associated with these higher rates deter them from selling their current homes and purchasing new ones. This graph, from 2001 to the present, highlights the disparity between the interest rates homeowners locked in at and today's rates. Anyone who refinanced or purchased a home during the past 20 years is now impacted by the lock-in effect. Homeowners often feel financially secure with their low-interest mortgage, making them reluctant to disrupt their stable situation. The fear of higher future costs and financial uncertainty can prevent them from making significant financial changes, reinforcing the lock-in effect. This reduced mobility results in lower housing market inventory and fewer homes available for sale. Consequently, the housing market stagnates, with fewer transactions and diminished dynamism. The broader economic consequences are significant. Reduced housing mobility affects job markets, as people are less willing or able to relocate for new employment opportunities. It also slows down the housing market, a critical driver of economic activity, impacting the overall economy. Understanding the lock-in effect helps us appreciate homeowners' challenges in an elevated interest rate environment and allows us to explore potential solutions to mitigate these challenges. Elevated mortgage interest rates significantly impact homeowners who previously secured mortgages at lower rates. These homeowners now face a dilemma: stay put with their advantageous low rates or move and encounter substantially higher borrowing costs. Let's delve into 3 specific case studies. We'll start with the move-up buyer. Ava and Noah, both young professionals, work hard to thrive in their careers. They've been living in their first home, a 2-bedroom townhouse in an area popular with single young professionals. Now, feeling they've outgrown this lifestyle, they want to buy a 3-bedroom home in a nearby subdivision, still convenient to their workplaces. Both valued employees at their companies, Ava and Noah have received fair pay raises over the past 3 years and feel ready to move upward. However, when they discuss their plans with their real estate agent, they realize that moving will require significant sacrifices. Let's look at the numbers. In 2018, Ava and Noah purchased a charming townhome and refinanced it in 2021 when rates dropped below 3%. Thanks to a strong appreciation of around 9% annually over the past 4 years, they now have significant equity to use as a down payment for their next home. However, their desired new home has also appreciated significantly. With today's mortgage rate more than double their existing rate, moving would mean increasing their monthly housing costs from $741 to $3,010 a month. This represents a staggering 306% rise in housing expenses simply because they want a larger house with a bigger yard. Now, Ava and Noah find themselves at a crossroads. They can barely afford the increased payment and understand that they would build equity faster, but the sharp rise in monthly costs is daunting. This dilemma exemplifies why many move-up buyers in America are hesitant and uncertain about what to do next. If you've been following me for a while, You know that I often discuss home affordability and home affordability issues. If you're not a subscriber, please click the thumbs up like button and subscribe now so that you get all my new content when it's fresh. If you really want to know what's going on in housing, to see and hear the data explained, to learn the tips and tricks that put extra money in your pocket, then subscribe now and I'll keep you in the know. Our next couple, Pat and John, are recent retirees who would like to sell the home they've owned for the past 11 years. With just the two of them now, their house feels too large and neither wants to handle the yard work anymore. Still keen on home ownership, they aim to downsize to a modern home in a zero lot line community where homes have been built within the last 5 years. Let's take a closer look at the numbers. When they discovered their payment would increase despite downsizing, John was stunned. "We're getting half the house on a quarter of the lot and my payment will nearly double?" he exclaimed. The inflated cost of new construction and soaring land prices, exacerbated by poor community growth plans, make Pat and John's move costly. Even after using all their home equity, the combination of today's higher mortgage interest rates and soaring home prices requires them to increase their housing budget by 38%. Finally, let's look at Mark and Lisa, the typical millennial couple with one young child. Recently, Lisa learned that she must relocate to keep her job at a PR firm. Fortunately, Mark's job is flexible enough to accommodate the move without major disruptions, so the family is preparing to relocate 1,000 miles away. Unlike homeowners looking to upgrade or downsize, Mark and Lisa are non-discretionary buyers who must move. They face a choice, rent or buy, but sitting this one out isn't an option. They bought their home in 2021 and its value has appreciated nicely. However, they know they'll need to spend a similar amount in their new city. Here's what their numbers look like. Mark and Lisa were initially excited about the next chapter of their lives. Moving to a new city felt like an adventure, especially since they had heard the cost of living was comparable to their current location. However, after crunching the numbers, Lisa was devastated. "This isn't fair," she cried. "I'm moving to a new town without getting a raise, but our housing costs are going to rise by 76%. Suddenly, Mark and Lisa felt trapped. Staying meant Lisa needed to find a new job and hope her earnings would be sufficient to cover their expenses. Moving meant barely scraping by with the added housing costs. Faced with these tough decisions, the excitement of their new adventure quickly faded into uncertainty and stress. These three couples are facing the problems that moving Americans are battling today. Unfortunately, it's going to take time and attention from local authorities to establish a long-term fix on housing. Lowering rates is merely a band-aid. What we need is more homes. Homeowners have various strategies and solutions to consider. For example, working with existing lenders for loan modifications can adjust the terms of existing mortgages, making them more manageable. This is not always possible, but it's a solution worth pursuing. Home equities lines of credit, or HELOCs, provide access to funds as a second mortgage without refinancing while renting out the current home. This can generate income and allow homeowners to retain their low-interest mortgage, opening the option to move to a new purchase or rental. One bit of advice is to think of that low-rate loan as an asset, so keeping the home or selling it with an assumption could be a strong long-term strategy. Purchasing with different loan types, such as adjustable rate mortgages, can offer short-term relief, allowing for a lower starting rate while hoping that market conditions or personal earnings improve before the mortgage rate adjusts. Government and policy interventions can also play a crucial role in alleviating the lock-in effect. Interest rate subsidies, tax incentives, and affordable housing programs can make a significant difference, but most of these will just do further long-term damage to the market by ignoring the supply and demand dynamic. By exploring these options, homeowners might find ways to manage their financial situation despite the challenges of rising housing costs. While mortgage interest rates are often blamed for rising costs, the bigger problem is the supply and demand imbalance. Rates today are near 20-year highs, yet they remain below the 50-year average. This means that if there were enough homes for our growing population, we would be doing better than average with home affordability. If you're facing a tough housing challenge and would like our help, you can start by leaving a comment below. If you want to see a video featuring my 9 tips for buying a home in a highly competitive market, you can view it by clicking on the box on the left side of your screen. To see a popular video featuring my top 6 home selling tips, just click on the box at the right. Please remember to like this video, check out the links below it, and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything.